live now. Live chess. That's exactly what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do rapid games, friendly training games. We're gonna do puzzles. We're gonna have a few coffees. Well, not too many, but anyway, just to keep us awake. And yeah. Now I've got to say, this is the first time when I'm actually trying to use a platform, a multi-stream platform. And if I am correct, I think I am streaming now to YouTube, to Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I'm just trying to see how it works. Normally, I'm only streaming on Twitch, and sometimes I'm making a video for YouTube. Now I just want to give it a shot with the this platform, multi streaming platform. So as per normal, I would be sharing my screen with the demo board, which is chess.com. That's what I'm using. I'm a chess.com community streamer, so I'm going to use that virtual board. And we are going to proceed with our daily puzzle rush, and rapids and stuff like that. So why don't we just do that? Okay. I think now. I mean, it's the first time that I'm actually doing this with so many social media being added to the stream. So I'm going to sort of minimize or maximize the chess one, right? Because you guys need to see the chess.com board. Okay, that's some picture and picture thing. Picture and picture, right? Okay, so let me go now to the this board actually. So that's how we're gonna do it, guys. All right. So we said we're gonna go the yeah. What the heck? Let's do a survival. Let's do a survival. Now, good stuff about a survival is that the first 5-10 should be made, quite straightforward and easy. Now, what I'm looking at, I guess, is just taking the knight here, attacking queen. Therefore, knight must take. And when they do that, we're just winning a piece, namely bishop on d3. Okay, we were lucky with this one. We were lucky. Now, black to play. Now, the ticket to victory seems to be this little fella here, that if they advance, they will be promoted. So we need to get rid of the rook. And now we're going to be promoting this pawn, and then we're going to be checkmating. Okay, so should I close a couple of more tabs here? Let me just double check. I hope the sound is okay. Sorry for stopping. I hope the sound is okay here. All right. Let me go back then to chess.com thing, and let's do what we do. Right, this guy is hanging, right? So probably we should take it. And it's more than that, it's a smothered checkmate. Now we got a back rank because black hasn't played any of the pawns forwards, and now they can't retreat the king. So we're just gonna take advantage of it and then checkmate right at this moment. Okay. Well, we've done 4. That's a performance. Okay. So looks like a very nice battery here on the second rank. My chess friends, and rook moves, attacks the king, and they can't really escape. Therefore, being a checkmate. Now we got another simple checkmate in a move using the black queen. And we can capture the bishop here, attacking the king, which can't escape. We're going to do that. Next one, what do we have? We got a square of doom, that's f2, and we're aiming with the bishop and with the queen. So that should be another checkmate, my chess friends. Let's just do that. Now, we got 2 pieces we can attack with, but one is the most efficient. Plus, we got to be careful because black wants to promote, but that'll be a bit too late for them. Looks to me we got a checkmate in a 3 because black can actually delay it with this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So, and I reckon the knight will be playing also a very important role towards the end of the puzzle. First thing first, let's just open up the checks. And now we're going to take. Now they're going to block with the knight, exactly as I expected. Okay, and now we're going to deliver another check. They can't take because the bishop being pinned by the rook. Therefore, king must move in the corner. And when they do so, we then capture the bishop with checkmate. So we'll do this, and then we take here. So I haven't even checked actually, guys. Let me just go briefly. Pardon me for uh, this pause here. I haven't even checked the. What did I do? Okay, I'm not. So is this one applicable also for this platform? Yes, seems to. Like it works. Let me go to the other one. All right, let me go to the other one here. Yeah, that one seems to be working as well, and I assume there shouldn't be any issue on to Twitch thing as well. Yeah, that seems to be live, and the other page, the other page seems to be absolutely fine. Okay, so cool stuff. So it does. Is the sound okay, babe? Okay, okay, fine, fine. Let's go back to our chess thing. Let me have another sip of coffee because the puzzles will get now being even more challenging. They will get even more challenging. Oh, by the way, I think I've seen a button at some point saying that some music available and things. Do they have this one? Audio. Okay, I'm going to investigate this stuff later now because I don't want to take away from the chess time that we're going to do together. So let me go back now to the chess.com page and let's just do the things we are supposed to. Picture and picture again. Picture and picture again. Let me go back to this one. What the heck? All right. So we got another square of doom. Traditionally weak square. F7, which is probably made visible now by the yellow arrows. So we are going to capture on F7 with the queen, and that should be absolutely fine. Now they're starting getting a little bit funky. Now, how can I attack the black king? I wonder. Well, I've got the white queen, so they got to do the job here. We've got a queen. Now, we've got two possibilities. We've got a queen that might be playing either this to this square, or you might go to this square. Which one's gonna be? Now, e5. So we just got to take it by elimination now. So we got to do a check, by the way. Now, if we are to moving queen onto e5, now black has gotten bishop here, and they might be tempted to play it. So I'm not sure if that's very successful because even if I switch, then the bishop will be able to just plop itself on d8 and you know, I'm not sure it's going to be that great. Whereas if we investigate now, queen over to b8, my chess friends, where is the king going to go? Nowhere. So they've got to block with the queen, and by doing so, they actually allow us to capture the black queen with checkmate. Right? So I think you guys agree with me on this one. Let's just proceed. I'm pretty sure it's going to get very funky and very challenging shortly. Now, queen didn't block where the knight hits. Anyways, we're still going to take it. All right, guys. Next one. Now, what the white do? Now, I've noticed I got a pawn very advanced here on e6, and I've got a queen, and I've got this guy. Now, rook protects the pawn. Awesome job. But I think the queen is enough now to deliver the deadly strike, and I reckon in two moves we should be checkmating now. We're going to play a check on d7. So that's fairly easy. And king's going to play f8 because that's the only available option for them. And then we're going to move queen over to f7. And that'll be checkmate, my chess friends. It's exactly how we want to do this. Okay. Very interesting position. I was just about to make a huge blunder. I was just about to just rush it and dropping queen on the f3 square. That's not what we want to do. That's definitely not what we want to do. We want to go and hit them straight away. And there is a better square for this. Probably you've noticed this already if you are intermediate chess players or if you even advanced. I mean, that shouldn't be any problem. After queen over to e3, we do attack the king with checkmate. They can't escape and can't move and cannot block. Nothing else available for that king. So we're just going to do that. Right, this is puzzle 12. Now we should be able to be faring for a couple of more puzzles before the rubber hits the road. Right, so uh, uh, let's just do this one, guys. View the tab. Okay, cool. So what I like about this position is that I've got a queen and I've got the rook, and they normally make a very, very dangerous battery for the opponent. Now, if they work together along the F file, we should be able to identify the square where we safely check the king. Then they will be forced to moving, and then we deliver a back rank checkmate. Now, obviously, if I play the queen over to F8, it's not going to be the most ideal. Well, let's just be very blunt. That would be a downright blunder here. That would be a very big blunder because knight would take it straight away. So there's no point in doing so. But if we just play on F7, we're forcing the king in a corner. And then we will be sacking the queen on F8, provisional temporary sacrifice. Knight is forced to take, and then rook delivers checkmate on the back rank. So that's a common occurrence in chess, my chess friends. So that happens a lot now. So we got this, and then rook finishes off the king. Awesome job. Now, what do we do? Puzzle number 13. Now, obviously, we got to use our resources, which in this case are the two rooks. Now, this rook covers completely the f. King's in the middle. Our king is perfectly placed. The knight does an incredibly good job because it blocks the rook. Now, we obviously need to put all our guys to active attack here. So this rook on d8 looks like the um, most promising piece in this position, because if we just slide the rook over to the e file, we're going to be attacking the king. And frankly, the only thing white can do is just to delay the inexorable consequence, which is checkmate, by just playing rook over to e7. Then we're going to take it, and that would be a checkmate to my current understanding. Sometimes I might be wrong. I mean, especially as we progress, I'm going to pause it for longer, and I'm going to ask guys for your advice, you see, because they will be getting very, very complicated. And then I'm going to need your help. Now, because I've said that, I think I need to enable the chat feature. Where the heck is that thing? Social comments display here. Click on them to okay. Should I do that? I mean, why the hell not? Okay. Social comments display here. Click on them to showcase on a stream. Okay. Chat overlay. Is that the thing? I mean, okay. So where is the next comment will be display here? Let me hide this one. Chat overlay. New comments will be displaying there. All right. So when I do picture in picture, what the heck do they appear then? Wait a sec. Is the picture in picture again thingy? Okay. Ah, all right. So actually, you see it on the right hand side. Nice one. Now that's a cool little platform here. I'm just playing now with the buttons. Apologies, guys, if I'm taking from your chess time. But anyway, let me have another sip of coffee. Uh, Black coffee, no sugar, no milk. Okay. Maybe helps me to do a couple of more puzzles here together with you fellas. So that might be good stuff. So let's go back to our chessboard and do this together, my chess friends. So next puzzle number 14. By the way, guys, let me know if the sound is okay. You can type it in and tell me, yeah, mate, the sound is good. Right. So I've got these two resources. Rook does an incredibly good job cutting off the king completely from moving to the right hand side. So now I reckon the bishop now should come into play. We're delivering a very nice and effective check via g4 like this. Then the black king has to play out of check and can't go to the right because of the rook. And by doing so, they create the necessary gap for our rook to actually play on d8 and deliver checkmate. So if I'm correct, that'll be the case. And yes, black might be delaying with this kind of moves here, but it's not going to be too effective in the end because, yeah, exactly. I've anticipated correctly this one. Now we do have a checkmate, my just friends. Right, what? Okay, I think I've got an idea. Very efficient way to be dealing with this beautiful end checkmate, here in this position, guys. We want to get off the queens. We want to get the queens off the board ASAP because although probably you noticed, black has the same number of pawns as white here. Probably you've noticed that. This guy is pretty much free alone, and they could just simply promote. Okay, and all we need to do, to my understanding, I hope I'm not wrong, and I'll make an embarrassment of myself. But if I am, I apologize. We just try to grow together here. So queen over to e6, checking, and more than this, it does a check, but also forces the white queen to capture because if the king moves, we're just going to take the queen for free. So queen to e6, check, and actually attacking the queen, sort of like a fork. And when we do that, white queen has to take. We're going to take it back. I don't know where the white king's going to go because we're going to move this guy 2 steps forwards. So that's it. That's the key to solving this particular puzzle. Exactly as I've said, we're going to go with this guy forwards, forwards. And guys, I've got to tell you another thing here. Well, probably you might know this one, but I, just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware. This is the rule of the square, my chess friends. That's the rule of the square here. Let me just maximize the board. Right. Actually, I think I can do it like that. Yeah, that's fine. So, rule of the square says that if your opponent's king does not touch the square, the virtual square, actually, mind you, guys, it's black's turn. And by moving now, I'm going to be obviously on a4. And the square I'm talking about is this. Watch the arrows, guys. So that's the square. Now, when I'm pushing the black pawn, I'm going to be on a4. Can the white king touch that square? Well, they cannot. So now I already know beforehand. I don't even need to make an effort to visualize the pawn's advancement and how my opponent moves the king and crazy stuff. I don't even need to do that because I know that my pawn will be promoted. So I've got no problem with that. Now they want to take here. Do I defend or do I move forward? Now that's a subtlety. Actually, I've got to tell you. Now I want to think a little bit here. The problem is, this is the subtlety, and that's the trap, my chess friends. If I'm getting greedy, overly possessive, overly materialistic, and if I'm playing king to f7 or king to e7, this freaking king is going to play d4. What does that mean? They're going to be touching the square. Therefore, they're going to be catching up with this guy, and we're going to have a very difficult ending. I don't even know if I'm going to win, though. So, no. What we need to do with black, to my assessment, which I hope is correct, is moving the pawn forwards. That's it. And now we're getting ourselves a brand new queen. Again, guys, very important. Hi there, Will. Good to see you, bud. By the way, man, let me just tell you now, that's the first time I'm multi-streaming now. I'm multi-streaming in 5 social medias, targets, destinations. I normally do it on Twitch, but I said, what the heck, man? Let's just do it with 5 social media destinations. I mean, I got a couple of friends over Facebook, a couple of followers on Twitter, and they are scattered across the platforms. And I said, something? Let's just be more Unitarian. Let's just try and agglutinate all these possibilities of interaction together. So yeah, good to see you, bud. Hi there, Will. Man, I mean, so far I'm very pleased with Restream. This the stuff I'm using. Is the sound okay, Will? I- Is that all right to your hearing? Is that okay? Everything okay? When I do picture in picture, is it sound is good? Good, man. Thanks for confirming, buddy. So, guys, I got to tell you, Will is one of my Twitch friends. He follows me, I follow him, and he's a very kind fella now. And he's always sticking around when I'm doing my streams. And cheers, Will. Cheers, bud. Right. So I'm gonna do now the. I'm gonna continue the puzzles, and we just take it step by step and see how it happens as we go. Puzzles on the go. They got meal on the go, we got puzzles on the go, chess on the go. Thankfully, I think it's the best time to be alive for a chess player. Best time to be alive. We got all this technology with us. We got all the archives. We got all the chess platforms and social interacting. So I think it's awesome to be doing chess in 2023 AD. So today is 31st of March, if I didn't say it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's paramount. Will I will try to say to my younger audience, my beginners, novices, intermediate students. Yeah, I just try to let them know exactly what crosses my mind. So hopefully they will be applying, get to my level, and go way beyond me. So that's exactly my intent. Really, that's exactly my intent. Thanks very much for the feedback, Will. Greatly appreciated, buddy. So awesome job here. Thanks for being with me. So let me go back now to the puzzle. Well, and I'll be voicing. But it could be young audience in spirit anyway, or skillful related. Yeah, young audience. Yeah. Cheers, bud. Okay, so let us go back to the puzzles then. So I need to press this button, I guess, to go back to picture in picture, right? Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Cool stuff. So white to move here. Oh man, I didn't even see we got a new puzzle here, and I'm already uh, wondering what the heck am I supposed to do. Now, what I can see for the time being. So this is puzzle 16, right? Cool. What I'm seeing here is that I got a queen and this pawn here. So it's got to be doing something with this, I reckon. It could be something else, but looks like probably it's going to be this. This guy, this bishop, I don't think is going to play any role into anything. So let's just take it now. The most direct, the most aggressive move white can play. By the way, if you want to play chess, you got to play very aggressively and punctually, surgically. So that would be queen to f7. That would be a check. King can't take because the pawn. So they got to move, and the only available square would be right in the corner. And here comes the tricky and beautiful part, because guys, probably you've seen it already, and if not, we're gonna do it together. This rook now would be absolutely super important because the rook delivers check. It looks like a disaster, right? It looks counterintuitive. Oh no, I'm not gonna give you my rook for a pawn, but actually after rook takes on h6, that forces black to capture, and by doing so, it frees up the queen to travel unhindered over to h7 and deliver checkmate to the black king. So, if I'm not mistaken, my chess friends, this is the path to victory in the current puzzle. Now, I don't know about the next ones, but definitely this one here, guys, works just a treat, works perfectly fine. One, and here comes the sacrifice. We're going to play sacrifice very, very many times in our chess endeavors. So rook takes, and now we do deliver checkmate with the queen onto h7. Okay, so far, so good. Now, guys, we're getting into the real deal, and I haven't got a clue for the time being. What am I supposed to play? So I got to start thinking. Finally, I've got to start thinking and ask my friends to help me. So let's see what we can do here. We still picture in picture, right? Cool, 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 cool. So what am I supposed to do now? If I'm watching this position, I have noticed my chess friends and Will in particular. I've noticed that I am attacking twice this bishop on c3 with the rook and with the queen. And my opponent defends it once. So that would be one piece taken already. So we're going to win material. I need to just double check if there is no other traps that I'm not aware of, or maybe I'm getting checkmated. I don't even know that. But actually, I think it looks good because when I do this, they can't really do anything in regards to the back rank because I've removed the third attacker. So not just that I'm taking a piece, but I'm removing the third attacker because at the current state in this puzzle, my chess friends, we've got three attackers here and only two defenders. That means we're screwed. That's it. We're going to get checkmated next time if we don't do nothing. So we got to do something. And I guess rook is to take. Obviously, if queen takes back. And if not, hell, we just took a piece, man. We took a piece. We're doing great. No checkmate on the back rank. So I suppose, I suppose that must be it, right? I mean, we're just taking a bishop. Let me check one more time because let me tell you something, guys. In the past, I've managed so much to convince myself of the stuff that I'm saying. I've just projected a wishful consequence over something that objectively wasn't true. And that happens a lot. I mean, you're so much convincing yourself of the truth of what you're saying that actually you miss to see that actually is not true. So you always need to try, and this is the struggle in chess. You try to constantly see the truth in the position. You constantly try to playing accurately in accordance with the objective truth. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's a rhetoric that might be sounding like empty rhetoric, but that's what I personally feel, that I only need to recognize the truth and then act on it. So chess is a game in which you're dealing with recognizing the truth. So probably one of the things why I love chess, amongst others, I haven't made a litany of good aspects of chess or bad aspects of chess. It's because I love that I only need to recognize the truth. I'm being incredibly open, transparent, direct, and efficient. So you got to be efficient. You got to be able to recognize the truth objectively, and you've got to be acting on it. Hesitant. If you're hesitant, you're going to pay the price. You're going to lose the game if you hesitate. So once you recognize the truth, and if you don't act on it, it might be then too late at a later time. And that works very well in life. That works very well in life too. You recognize the truth, you choose not to do anything in relation with it, and then it might be a bit too late. Okay, so that happens in life too, not just in chess. Okay, so now just make it transforming, maybe transgressing a bit the domain of chess, because accidentally I'm also trained to be a philosophy teacher, and every now and then I just can't help it, guys. I can't help it. I'm transgressing. I'm moving over from chess to philosophy and vice versa. So let's go now. Picture and picture again, right? How the heck do I do that? So maximize. It's already maximized, dude. Okay. I think I need to toggle off this button. Okay, cool. Let's go back. So what did we say we do? Oh yeah. I think the objective truth here in this position is we're gonna take on c3, right? Okay, cool. Right. Oh man, that's starting to getting challenging. This guy is dangerously approaching, coming down the board, and I'm gonna have a major headache. So I've got to act now. So you gotta attack them first, because if you don't, they're gonna execute you. So you gotta do something about it. Very practically speaking. I've got to target now the white king, and I guess I got to do it this way. G5, check. King can't retreat because of the black queen. King must coming down, and by doing so, I'm using the queen to deliver the checkmate. So if I am correct, that should be the deal. Anything else we try and do, it's gonna be losing. Okay, so that's very important. Again, guys, we gotta be super practical. Yes, yes, Will. Thanks for resonating, buddy. Exactly. I'm reading the messages as I am solving the puzzle. So apologies if I'm not very prompt in my respondings. I'm probably lost in thoughts. I'm probably lost in thoughts, identifying with the thoughts I'm thinking, and I lose sight of other aspects of the conversation. So cool stuff. Let me go back now. Again, G5. And now we've got checkmate coming, guys. Implacable, cannot be stopped. You make them an offer they cannot refuse. So black to play here. It's nice when you're playing forcing moves in chess. What I like about it, when you're playing forcing moves, they don't have a choice. That's beautiful. I mean, it gives you the feeling of control. So when you're playing checks and stuff, that increases the feeling of control and confidence and possible dominance, and might be ending up on a positive note in regards of the outcome of the game. So, black to move. We've got puzzle number 19, Will and my chess friends. And let's see if I manage to pull another puzzle here, my chess friends. If not, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to pretend I know, but obviously I don't know. As long as you tell me the answer, then I'm pretty much fine. Uh, okay, cool. Let's go back to this one. Now, what I know is that I got to use my guys here. In what way is to be debated. Now, that looks incredibly appealing because I'm attacking the king. White king also can't move down because of the other rook. So the only thing that white can play after my rook over to e3 is to do either g2, I reckon, or f2. There is no other choice. So that would be one stuff. What to do next is the question. I reckon if rook e3 and king g2, so now we're getting into the super funky stuff, it's going to be another check here, which kind of forces white king to move left or right, I guess. And I'm attacking this guy. If the king goes on h2, I might be having another check, and then I'm winning the rook, I suspect, in one way or another. So now it's getting funky. I think, but hold on a second. I was so convinced I'm going to play rook e3, but what the heck is wrong with this? Because if they block, I'm going to have another check, and then freaking hell, I'm going to win the rook. You know what I mean? I'm winning the rook, so I've got to check, right? Now, if they come in here, that's another thing. I also might be having a check here, but then they're going to take my rook, then I'm going to take their rook, and I don't know about this guy. So this is puzzle number 19, and I'm already not incredibly convinced. I'm not excessively convinced. When the rook and queen up, Will. So Will suggests when the rook and queen up. It could be. So let me have another look, actually. So you guys see it? Yeah, picture in picture. Fine, fine, fine. So you guys see the bigger screen here. All right, let me think it again. I want to make sure I'm playing the right stuff. I mean, I got two incursions here with the rooks, and I've got either this or this. Which one's gonna be? Which one's the most effective? Because, well, I gotta tell you something. This guy also a little bit concerns me. This pawn. That's another thing I need to think it through. I don't know what to play, man. So again, let me take this one here, and assuming this, just assuming, bang and boom and bang and boop. Oh man. Oh wait, huh? Now I'm gonna check them again. Then they're gonna move. I'm gonna no. I don't think so, man. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel. Can you imagine that? I've just said it. It doesn't feel. I mean, we playing chess with feelings or just cold calculations, cold stone thinking, regardless of the feelings, huh? I don't feel is the right one. I suspect the entirety of our being has its own thinking, So the entirety of our psychism has its own thinking, which is not always discursive. It's not always logical and linear, and they may present you with a conclusion, and you better pay attention to that too. Some people say, now the gut feeling, you see, I mean, you've got more in yourself than just the thinking processes are very important, but that's not all. So I think in order to be incomplete, we got to pay attention to other phenomena apart from the reason that seems to be dominating the screen of our consciousness. But actually, there is more to it than that. That's up for debate. That's another point for debate, my chess friends. So I gotta go back. I really don't want to mess up now because I'm very happy with the current evolution. But hey, I either see it or I don't. So let me go back to the tab with chess.com and think again. Okay, let me take a moment of silence here. Let me draw a few arrows. One, if they do this, gonna do this. If they block, I'm gonna play rook and winning thus. If they go here, I'm going, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh man, that's nice. Then I sort of have to find a way to checkmate them. So one, and then two. Oops. And then what? Moving this guy. Oh man, that takes way too long. Not sure about that one. Should it be playing then this and then check, check, check? No, I'm not sure, dude. It could be. Man, that's a funky one. The question is, do I start rook e3 or do I do this one? Okay, the reason I don't particularly like h3 is because, they could play g2. And yeah, you might have this, but then they moving here. And really, what did I actually do here? Okay, there is also this possibility, but I gotta do a couple of checks first. So again, one, two, and then three. I mean, bloody hell, we're gonna promote and queen, and that's it. Where we are one pass ahead of them. So if I am correct, my chess friends will. Now I guess this one would be forcing black. Sorry, white. Now the question is, if this and they move here, do I perform another check or do I push the pawn? I could make another check. Then they play something, then I'll take, then king takes, and then I'm going to moving. And I don't think they could stop me. So I think the correct course of action could be rook e3. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. What do you think, Will? Do you think rook e3 might be? Do you think rook e3? Oh, man. I mean, that's the best I can come up with this second. I guess rook e3. Because I got to tell you, folks, it's not going to get any easier now. If it's something, it's going to get even more complicated and more complicated. So, so I guess rook. Okay, well, I'm going to do it then, and that's it, man. Okay, we're lucky. So we still need to tread carefully here. I suspect that must be the continuation which we have foreseen in our fallible minds. We were able to cut through the fog and do see the rook g4 as quite effective. And bloody hell, if they go in the corner, I think we got a checkmate on next turn with the other rook. And if this check happens and king goes here, well, probably we take and king takes. And then I'm going to push this guy. And if they play the rook, I'm going to play my rook. Gee, dudes, this is funky. Okay, wait a sec. Bang and bang. And what's the freaking follow up here? Takes, takes, moves, and then they're gonna play oopsie daisy. Then they're gonna play this, and then I'm gonna play this. Oh, absolutely, I'm gonna play this. If they take, I'm gonna queen. If they don't, I'm gonna take. King's gonna take, and then I'm gonna promote a queen. So I think this is it. Am I correct, Will? I think rook g4 taking and then pushing the pawn, right, Will? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's do this. Ah, man, they spared us the pain. They spared us the pain of actually seeing it materialized. Uh, uh, well, look at this one, bud. Um, we've done some freaking puzzle previously where we had to think very carefully, and now they give us a checkmate in a move, man. The system now gives us the checkmate in a move, like we were right at the beginning, or maybe the computer hears our conversation and realizes the painful level of our chess understanding, and they just say, look, these guys are just we're going to give them something very easy because they seem to be barely coping with the advanced ones. So that might be the case. If the AI is so advanced as of to react to our conversations. Okay, cool. Let's go then and proceed with this one. Let me just check one more time. Is there any other stuff I'm not aware of? No, I think that's the deadly battery. Okay, white to play. White to play. Very interesting. I'm having a check here. Then king can only play on h7. And then we've got another one. King can only move on h6. So these are forcing moves. And then probably the other rook delivers checkmate. So that would be a checkmate in three, if I'm correct. Is there a faster way? Is there a faster way to this? Well, I hope not. I hope not. There you go. Okay, cool. We've done this, man. White to play. Well, the only check I can think of is this one here, and it's got to be because if black blocks, we're gonna take straight away. If king moves, if king moves, we're gonna take the other rook because we got a battery, my chess friends. We got the rook already on the seventh rank, and we've got this beautiful battery here, always super deadly. We've got to be careful, and I think that's the execution. That's the execution plan, and yeah, gee, let's just do this, man. Is there any faster way? Who was that? Who was that world champion? Will, do you remember there was a world champion and they said, when you think you've seen a good move, look for a better one? Emmanuel Lasker. I think that's the guy. I can't browse it now. I'm gonna Google it on the mobile at some point. So yeah, okay. I think that's the way to go. Well, that's just a delay. I don't think that 1/4 hour. Well, I made a bit of a miscalculation actually. We've got a one more move. It's not quite checkmate, but we're gonna play this. And okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So that'll be a check. What if they go back? Just asking. What if they go back? Wait a second. What the heck did I miss here? If this guy promotes, I'm in trouble. Okay, I don't want to screw up right now because I've worked hard with you here. Well, to be making these puzzles correctly. I don't want to make an error right now. Wait a sec. Wait a sec, dude. What's going on here? White's to play. Now I'm looking at this. What if king goes back? Um, if I take the rook, They will be promoting. I am going to move. They will be checking, and then I'm going to play this g3, thus blocking the check. But man, that just I don't like it very very much. Let's look at a different approach here. Is there any other different approach? By the way, what else do I have? What the heck's going on here? Why don't I like about this position? One. Well, that would be ideal, and then you just deliver the checkmate. I see that. But what if the king goes on e8 though? What if they go on e8? Hey, well, that's all right, bud. I really, I'm. Thank you for your participation. That's absolutely perfectly fine. Well, thanks for being here, bud. If I ever see you going live, even if I'm commuting, I'm in a tube or whatever. If I can, I will be um, switching over and following your train of thinking. So thanks again, Will. Ah, you're being very kind, my man. You're being very kind, dude. Very kind, dude. Okay. Cheers a lot, man. So let's go back now to our investigation here, our chess investigation here. How the heck do I capitalize? I don't want to make a mistake now because it's just going very nicely and smoothly. Okay, what other checks have I gotten? Let me just check it. Take it as what other checks? One. So that's for one. And we said the problem would be king to e8. How do I sort this out? I mean, I could go on e5, right? Then the king's gonna go back. Oh, this is it. Freaking out. That's just beautiful. Queen f6, king e8. King goes on e5 because I need to maintain the attack, the contact with the black rook. Because when the black king plays back on f8, then I'm going to take the black rook with tempo, thus forcing black king to play and then executing with queen e7. It's a little bit of a dancing around, but that would be sorted right now. One, yeah, that was it. Woof. Puzzle number 23. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Puzzle number 23. Black to move here. Um, I mean, I should be able to checkmate. If this black rook were to be dropped on h4, that would be a checkmate. And in order to get the rook on h4, I need to capture this guy first. I need to capture the pawn. The white rook can't do nothing to check us or anything. And then the king can't move. Well, they can, but they'll be in opposition with our king. So I'm taking the pawn. King moves in opposition. And then I'm going to play rook over to h4. And then that would be a checkmate, my chess friends. I hope I'm correct. I mean, and yeah, I mean, I didn't see any other complexities here that I'm missing. Now that's something. That's a checkmate in one. And frankly, as I've said it before, guys, I don't know why the chess program, the batches of with these puzzles, after you do like 24 puzzles or something, they come up then with something which is checkmate in one. Because queen over to c1 is a checkmate. So I mean, I'm not complaining. I think it's awesome. Probably you got to pay attention because you might be tempted to play this, which would be a mistake. So if you play queen over to g1, it would be a mistake because queen blocks or bishop blocks or whatever. So it's not going to end up very well. So because you got to be very surgical in your precision, in your practical precision, you got to deliver the checkmate on the right spot, which is c1. Hi there, Kenny. How's it going, bud? Thanks for visiting my first time multi-streaming attempt. Normally, I'm only streaming on Twitch, but I thought I'm gonna give it a shot with the multi-streaming stuff here. So Yeah, I'm all over the social media with this thing now. And I think it's a good start because normally I have one viewer, but now because I'm doing this, I've got two viewers, and you are the second one, Kenny. So it's very good. I got two viewers, man. I mean, in total. Right. Okay. Let me go back then to. So good to see you, bud. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm gonna go back to picture and picture thing, and okay. So Queen to C1 checkmate would be here. All right. So boys and girls, what do I see here is sort of a double attack on this guy. So if I'm being correct, if I'm not screwing up again, I guess I should be able to win material here. So if Rook were to take, Rook takes and Queen takes, is there any other stuff I'm not seeing? I think I should be absolutely fine. Winning material, that means I am going to win the game on medium long term if I play correctly and if I don't blunder massively. So I guess that should be it. Okay, so I think I'm just going to play. I'm going to have a one last look and see if that's the case. Oh, I've just done it. Cool. Now I reckon I have to take it, right? Because if I don't, I'm in trouble. Oh, now wait a minute. I need to drop the queen back. I'm probably going into this kind of formation here. Or if there is something else. You'll notice, guys, that this guy is under threat. And also Black Queen would like to play this kind of stuff. Well, and if we do this, I think we're just saving the bishop, stopping the checkmate, the back rank checkmate. Is there something stronger? No, I don't think so. We got to play queen to d2. Am I right, Kenny? I think it's queen d2, right? Queen d2, I guess. Ah, cool. Okay, that's it then. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, I don't like this one because if bishop moves, I'm not quite getting checkmated if and only if, my chess friends, the bishop withdraws nicely on e1. Because if the black rook then pins the bishop to the king, I'm more than able to playing the king next to the bishop, supporting the bishop. So that's it. And then I'm going to play king e2, attacking the rook. And frankly, I don't see any freaking problem. And actually, we're doing very well. We got one extra bishop. Once the king comes out on e2, we got a exploding the position with the powerful rook, and that should be absolutely super fine. So I guess, Kenny, I guess is bishop to e1. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Anywhere else we go here, my chess friends, is gonna be lethal. Here, it's a disaster. It's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. You name it. The only move is bishop e1. And now we're going to play as we've discussed, and I think we're doing very well. Okay, guys, we got puzzle number 26, whites to play. Dude, wouldn't that be awesome if that pawn were to be a queen? I think that would be fantastic. And I think there is a way, my chess friends. There is a way. So, question. Now, the friendly homework, the super friendly homework. Come in, dude. You want to be part of the stream? Yeah, that's fine. Right. So, let me go back to the tab. So we've got a check here, rook to c3. That's your charger. Cool. Cheers, babe. So rook to c3, check. And by doing so, we are winning a tempo. Black King's got to play. And wait a minute. Do I want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. I think I want to do this directly. I mean, what's the purpose of checking the king? I think I've seen something that wasn't there. I was projecting again hopeful chess. What about rook c7, eh? Rook c7. This guy's going to come here. Uh, no, wait a sec. I really don't want to make a mistake here. Oh, that okay, okay. I've got it now. I've got it. The reason for rook c3, guys, the reason for rook c3 is because rook a3. Is because rook a3. And when we do rook a3, we are indirectly defending the pawn, supporting the pawn's advancement. And if the black rook takes, that's fine. We're going to take it back, but we're going to get a queen. And if the black rook, so after rook c3, let's say, I don't know, king f4, and we are playing with rook a3. And if they check us, I don't think I'm very impressed because we're going to just move up with the king. And frankly, I'm going to attack the rook with the king. And if the rook checks again, I'm going to attack the king with the rook with the king. And that's it. I'm going to get a queen. So if I'm correct, that's awesome stuff here. And I'm going to play it. Right. Hi there. Thanks, my chess friends. Well, I was born in Eastern Europe in Romania, but upon doing my DNA test, I've discovered actually I'm coming from 5 countries, and I'm very proud of my European, multi European heritage. I've got ancestors from East Europe, from Greece, from Norway, from Germany, France, and I am delighted with my European heritage. Yes. So, I hope you agree now with my take on this current puzzle. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the question. Let me sort out now this thing here. Is it still picture in picture? Let me just check that thing. Yeah, it still is. Okay, cool. So check. Now rook over to e3. They capture. I still need to be a bit careful though. Now, the black king wants to take the pawn. Now, we can't do that. We absolutely cannot do that. So I think looks to me like rook a3 is the best take here. So the black king will have to play. And whatever they play, they wasting a tempo. And then I can march on with my king supporting this little guy, which is already supported, by the way. And even if black pushes the pawn, I'm going to take with the pawn, and black king will not be able to stop my pawn here on the g file. And even if they come down with this pawn, I can even sack the whole rook for the pawn. Because again, it won't matter. The quickest way to victory is to promoting this guy, which has queen written all over it. Yeah, bingo. I might need to get another cup of coffee. Seems to be slightly effective, so why the heck not? All right, guys. Thanks for being here, Kenny, Decker. Cheers, guys. Okay, let's go with the next one. Back to the chess.com tab. Why to play? Puzzle number 27. What am I doing here? Oh, I think I've just seen like double attack on this guy. 1 and 2. So, the question here would be, would I capture with the bishop or would I take with the queen? Now, that's the question. Now, good stuff is, if I take with the queen, I would move away from the potential pin of pawn coming down to c4, supported by the queen. I'm going to be having this dilemma. Now, if I want to eliminate this complication, I would be doing probably queen over to d5, which takes a piece, ask the question, put the question to the queen, and I don't know where the queen moves because I'll be taking the other rook as well. And frankly, because I'm having a rook already, it could be checkmate very, very soon. So I think the quickest way to sort out the mess and to having a clearer picture is queen taken on d5. Now, I gotta say, bishop takes on d5 might be workable, but it allows black to play some counter moves here. Counter punches. I mean, they might be going with c4. Then you gotta calculate, what the heck do I do? I take the queen, they take the queen, you take the rook, they take the pawn. I mean, why do we have to do this massive headache when we can just very simply cut through the fog now with queen d5? Again, I might be projecting stuff when it's not real, but you know. Oh, I'm in check, for Christ's sake. Bloody hell. So actually, I fought for nothing. Well, it's not like I fought for nothing, but I'm in check. Can I remove the attacker? No, I cannot, because normally I'm focused on attacking. I don't even pay attention to whatever bad thing might have happened. So I'm only focusing on attacking. So I gotta change the gear a little bit now and have a look. What the heck is this check? I mean, instinctively, when I'm having this stuff, I just want to go down here on G1 because I want to support this guy. I don't want to get checked. So King F1, knight takes, and probably I don't want to do that. So I guess I got to go here. On the other hand, yeah, that's not good. That's not good because they've got to discover check, and I that's a disaster, I guess. We don't want to play this, so I reckon King to G1 would be the correct choice. I might be wrong, but I really don't want to subject my king to further checks. So if I go to F1 would be check here. If I go to F3 would be a discover check. That's going to be very painful. And if I go over to the E file, it's even more deadlier because the other rook becomes very active suddenly. So really, really, King G1. That's it. Yeah, I was expecting them to fork. Yeah, okay. Let's take with the queen then. Oopsie daisy. Let's take with the queen. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna play like this, guys. Okay, cool. Okay, now looks to me, guys, if we play the proper trade, we should be able to performing a fork like this. Now, there's no point in doing the pawn's advancement now because white's gonna take. And then we're gonna take, and then they're gonna salvage the bishop here. Whereas if we take the knight first, forcing the white queen, and then we're gonna play a fork, and I guess that's it. Well, of course, they might be playing a check, but I'm going to responding, blocking, and attacking. So frankly, I think white is being finished here if we just play knight e4, queen d4, and fork following straight away. Okay, that would be it. Is there something stronger? I don't think so. We're just going to get a piece, guys. That should be it. All right, what I love about this position is that I've got a queen and the rook working together. So I love the prospect of a check on g6. I love that one. So queen to g6 would be awesome. And not just a check, but also promises some queen to g7 if necessary. And I think it's just awesome. Is there something stronger? Guys, there is another freaking stuff here. We might be having this. Okay, let me have a look at this one. I don't necessarily think is the correct one because black might simply be responding with d5. So I'm not sure I want to do that. And then they're going to be attacking me with tempo. And tempos are incredibly important in chess. Therefore, queen to g6 looks like the correct approach. If the king, the black king goes either f8 or e7, we're going to take the bishop, and I think that's game over. Black should be resigning here. If we play the check and king goes over to e6, though, we got to think of something else. Perhaps check with the pawn because the knight is being pinned by the queen. Therefore, again, there's no good move for black following queen g6. All right, I guess we're simply taking the bishop, right? And now, knight is not pinned. Mind you, guys, the black knight is not pinned. Now, I'm still tempted to say, let's play the freaking pawn up and checking the black king with d5. If they take, though, if they take, I could be doing this, right? And if they go back, I'm going to take it again. Because I'm attacked. Well, no, I cannot because the queen is here, right? Okay, let me think about this one. I really feel is very much doable, but I got to tread carefully here. I've got to do this one carefully. Mm. And probably I got to go grab another cup of coffee. Okay, let me have a look at this one. What? D5, right? D5. Knight takes. Well, I should probably take the knight. Then king takes. then no, king can't take, for Christ's sake. It's a rook on the fifth rank. I'm hallucinating. Check, knight takes, and knight takes, and that's it. They can't take. Okay, should I take with the rook or with the knight? Well, I think, of course, with the rook. Of course, with the rook, right? Oh, okay, that doesn't mean anything. Probably I should just take like this. Okay, cool. Puzzle number 30. Puzzle number 30. All right, let's see if we can pull a couple of more puzzles here, guy. If I manage to go to 48, that would be amazing because my personal record is 48 in total. So, yeah. Let's see if I'm able to do that. um, so, what do I do? What I like about this position is that if I am to play rook to e8, there is a chance if they do this to be responding with this. And I think that's pretty much okay. And that would be checkmate. Now, if I do rook e8 and they move king over to f7, well, I still got a rook that might be playing here, right? And if they go back on f8, well, I got to be careful about this one. Now, again, check. They move queen plays. Queen plays because that's a checkmate, guys. So we got to play this one very carefully, like any other position in our practical game. So I guess rook e8, right? It's got to be rook e8, man. Okay. So we've got this and this and this, right? Hmm. What the heck am I doing here? Oh, they starting now. They really start getting really nicely challenging funky. I'm looking at queen to g6, my chess friends. I'm looking at this kind of check here because they got to move or they got to block. And I'm very happy with any. If they block with the rook, obviously the knight is here to do the job with a discovered check. So disaster for black. This guy is under attack. I mean, queen g6, right? I can't see a stronger way to continue here with white. I mean, I'm just forking. And yeah, I think this is it. I might be wrong. And queen is on pre, by the way. Queen is attacked. So moving out of check, moving out of danger and delivering a fork ourselves. So I guess that's the approach, right? We can't do any crazy stuff now, like queen sacking. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, so we just simply take the rook, right? We take the rook and we take the rook. Then we got to have a fork here and all sorts of stuff. That's it. Mm, bloody hell. I mean, attacked by the rook now. So probably I got to do this in between. No, 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 no. Because they're going to play then bishop, right? Oh, man. Oh, what do I hold on a second? That's quite annoying, eh? What do I do here? What do I play? H6? Bishop blocks? Check. Rook blocks. No, I can't do this. I'm losing, for Christ's sake. I didn't see that. That would be a massive blunder. Okay, what about queen to f5? What do they play? Rook blocking? No, I can't play f5. There is a bishop. Jesus Christ, I need another coffee. I'm not seeing stuff here. I'm starting getting bad at tactics now. That can't be it. That can't be it. Right. So let me think it through a bit. What if a queen takes rook? Queen takes. I don't think so. I don't think so. What am I playing then? Dude, how do I capitalize on this one? It's queen h6, right? And if bishop g7, then what do we do? And if bishop g7, what do I play? Um, well, I might be just doing this. You know, then queen takes. Then what then? Gee, we gotta tread carefully now. They starting getting they starting getting challenging. Oh, what is that mess? What's this mess here? Okay, what do I get out of queen h6? I get a pawn. They block, and I think the tactics would require to take the rook. And we just have a queen and rook versus queen and two bishops. Gee, that's bad. What? Hmm. Gee, what's that? Okay, I guess queen h. Guys, if you have a better idea, let me know. But I guess it's queen h6. I'm a bit doubtful. The bishops would be very strong in the ending. I mean, I've got like 4-7 pawns versus 3 black pawns, and the rook facing 2 bishops. Right. So that's not an easy end game by any rate. So that's not going to be an easy end game. Is there any tactics I'm missing? I mean, it could be. It very much could be. Um, what other checks have I got in here? That one doesn't work because bishop takes. This one doesn't work. Bishop takes. Bishop h6, right? If I do queen, just doesn't work. They just, I don't know. They could do very many things. Bishop here, bishop there. It's not it. So, and taking also doesn't quite work because they take the queen. So it's a disaster. Queen h6. I don't know, guys. Do you agree? Or I mean, if I'm missing something, then that's it. I guess queen h6. I guess. And after this one, I think I'm gonna go get another coffee just to increase the chances of retaining the modicum of clarity I might have on display at the minute. This. Right. If that's wrong, then that's it. I'm sorry. That would be puzzle number 31 attempted. Okay. Should I get the coffee now or after this puzzle? I don't know. Uh, what? Queen h6 and I'm go for the coffee. Ah, whew. Okay. I'm sorry. It took me a lot, but it took me a lot. I know that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. If you wanna get a coffee yourself, that's fine. Oh, I'm just gonna go do that. I'll be back in a few seconds. Don't go wrong. Don't go too far, guys. I don't know where's that feature with the background music and something. I think there is a feature here on Restream. Something with the audio. I don't know what the heck that is. The video, audio, virtual background. Where is that? Show advanced options. Okay, stereo. Echo. I don't know. Okay, I've got to investigate this one, but I think at a later time. There is a function somewhere with the background music and things, but I don't know what that is. Not just yet. Not just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna proceed now, getting that coffee, and I'll be back, attempting to solving the next puzzle. All right, fellas. We'll be back in a sec. Damn, I broke up. Let's go get a coffee now. Okay. What is that? Oh, nice one. Okay. I'll be back in a sec, fellas. Oh, no, not this one. Oh. All right, here we are. Let's do this. Okay, survival, puzzle survival. Okay, um, let's go back to the chess.com tab. So, what were we? Black to play here. Puzzle number 32. Let's see if I'm able to pull a few more. What do I do? Well, I've got a discover check. So if I'm wise enough to play the Black Knight somewhere, I would be having double check. The big question is, where the heck do I get the Black Knight? Because it looks like, my chess friends, we've got a check here. I mean, double check, because we got a bishop and we've got a knight. So it could be this. It could be this. Which one's going to be? And what's the difference? That's the question. So let me now make it picture in picture so you guys can see it. Sorry, I didn't notice you guys don't see it, so that's fine. Right. So back to the chess.com tab. Let me just think it through a bit here. Looks promising. We got to take it by elimination. Now, what I like about this particular e2 square is that the knight on e2 is able to collude with the knight on h5, which might be traveling to g3, saying, I mean, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. On the other hand, knight on f3 secures the black knight, but also takes the h2 square, which is critical. We got to take all the squares. Well, we're just simply being screwed here. We're gonna lose. One misstep and you're gone. So knight f3, Double check. Knight can't be touched. King can only play in the very corner. And by doing so, we're going to play knight to g3, check and mate. So if I'm correct, one, two. We've got a checkmate in two. We make them an offer they can't refuse. There you go. Boom. And checkmate on g3. Puzzle number 33. Okay, let's do this. We do have a beautiful, incredibly appealing check on c6. And what the heck do they move? They can't move the king. They can only block with the rook, which will delay the result. The inexorable checkmate after rook captures the black rook. They just simply can't go anywhere. So if I'm correct, and if I see the objective truth, which sometimes eludes me, I think it's, again, checkmate in two. Right? Right. Now, everything looks beautiful, and I think, my chess friends, it's time to being creative and to sacrifice the queens. We've got a position here, guys, in which if you want to attack the king along the dark squares diagonal a1, h8, we got to get rid of this little guy on c3, who's the last guardian protecting the black king. When we remove the bishop and check the king, thus making it a forcing move, black has to take. And when they take, then we play the bishop, the other guy. Very dangerous. Checking the king. Black will be delaying with rook f6. And then we're going to take again. And that'll be checkmate because the knight guards over the g8. And the bishop on e5 targets all the dark squares. Hence, we've got ourselves a checkmate in three moves. Unos, dos, and tres. Okay, fantastic. Oh, I love this pattern. This is a beautiful, beautiful pattern here. Puzzle number 35, boys and girls. Puzzle number 35. The beauty of this pattern here is that we grab a piece, and then when they take us the piece, we're going to get another one. So this is a very common occurrence, and it might happen. So you need to sanction your opponent immediately by playing something like knight takes on e4. And when we do that, we actually attacking, we're revealing the other bishop's diagonal, attacking the other bishop. And if the bishop takes, we're going to take using the same piece that just captured the knight. Thus, we're winning an extra piece. And if they save the bishop, well, I don't even know what the hell that means to save the bishop because we already took a piece. So practically, we are winning material in this very fashion we've discussed. So let's just do that, guys. Bingo. Now, we've got, wait a freaking second. You know something? Now they got me proper thinking here because when I take the guy's bishop, they might be hitting on g2. Now, if I take the thinking process one step forwards, once they grab it here, I'm still having the upper hand because I'm taking the black rook first. Now, they might be taking the white rook, but then I'm free to save my bishop. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the solution because I really hate playing f3 now. Oh my god, f3, this looks awful. Weakening all the dark squares. And if you do f3 now, they'll be playing something like bishop c5. And I mean, this is a disaster of a position. We really don't want to get ourselves into this kind of mess. So if I am correct, my chess friends, I would say bishop takes b4. Again, it happens every now and then that I'm wrong in my assessments and I'm projecting a truth which is not there. So now I hope I'm recognizing it. Okay, I was lucky. Again, bishop takes on f8, and I think we're doing okay. All right. Now, I love this puzzle. We got to find some creative ways to be responding here. I reckon, I mean, the rook can't be saved. Okay, let's look like this. The rook on h1, it can't be saved. But we can do something. So we got two rooks, two minor pieces. They've got one rook, two minor pieces. But we can come up material here by playing perhaps this move. What does that mean? Well, that means if they take the rook, I'm going to take the bishop back, thus ending with two minor pieces on rook versus one minor piece on rook, all things considered. And if I play bishop f3 and they do funky queen e something stuff, I mean, I just block with the queen, man. Blocking with the queen here. And if they take, I'll take with the king. And yeah, they need to sort out the bishop issue here. So I think it might be my chess friends bishop f3. Is there something stronger? Now, as Emmanuel Lasker said, when you think you've seen a good move, look for a better one. Now, if this is objectively the most efficient one, probably this is it. The truth in chess has to be effective. The truth in chess, it's a practical truth here. You can't mess around too much. You got to be very, 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 very precise. Accuracy actually wins the games. Yeah, cold accuracy, cold calculation wins the game. Of course, chess is psychological, especially when you guys playing over the board and you are in a tournament and you're playing a human. Of course, chess is highly psychological, is emotionally charged, and sometimes some moves, although they might not be the most accurate or the best moves in that position, they elicit a storm, an emotional storm in your opponent because you're playing a human. It could be so because chess is psychological. When you're facing a human, there are some moves that could be more emotional charged than others. Now, if you manage to retain to yourself a more like an AI attitude throughout the game, and you're playing like a freaking robot, then nothing's going to touch you. So you see, it's interesting because in chess, as a human, whatever human is, we may debate that, we may try and define that. If we will be successful, I don't know. But it's interesting because you in chess, you're trying to overcome your human condition, and you try actually to become an AI. You aim and you strive to playing with the high accuracy of a machine, of a robot. So very interesting, chess wise talking. You really try to play like you would be a robot, and being devoid of feelings and just maintaining your hard cold consciousness at work. The mental processes have to be immaculate and not touched by the plague of emotions. I don't know how the hell that sounds, but definitely if you were to play with less emotions, you would be way more successful in chess, and probably in many other things in life as well, I suspect. Right, let's go back to the chess.com tab. What the heck is this? White to move. There's something interesting here. It's interesting. Now, this guy on c5 looks very much takeable straight away. Now, before I'm rushing in, and now I'm going to address, of course, my young audience, I mean, my chess friends and everybody. I mean, that looks like the correct one. But I really want to take a bit of time here. I mean, what else do we have? You might be having a pin here, right? But I mean, what's the point of the pin if I can just take the rook straight away? And it's got to be a forcing move. I mean, the problem is if we play the bishop on b4, they're having this very nasty, very, very nasty check here. So we can't allow this craziness to happen. Therefore, queen, to my understanding, needs to take on c5 with check. Now, if they move on g8, probably we're going to further check. And if knight blocks, queen takes and game over. If queen c5 and king plays over to e8, let me look at this stuff here. Uh, we got to keep checking, right? Oh yeah, then we can go on c8. If king plays on e7, then we making use of the bishop. And that would be, my chess friends, the end of it. Check and mate. Nothing else will be functioning here, I guess. Not in this fashion, not more efficient. Is this the most efficient way? I think it's the most efficient way, right? Okay, cool. So we got another check here. King's got to move. And when they do, we deliver another check. Dude, that's devastating. That's it. Am I missing something? Well, I mean, I hope not. If I did the calculations accurately, I think that should be it. 37 puzzles, guys. I mean, this is the 37th puzzle. So, okay. Why to play here? Let me think. How do I do it? What safe checks have I gotten? Well, I got this, I got that. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of big black bat? Okay, what do we do? Do you know what I like about queen to f4 more than queen e3? What I like about queen f4 is that if black blocks with the rook, then I might be able to just play rook over to d6, forking king and the black queen. Protected by the queen, that makes sure that whatever the heck your opponent plays, you should be able to get the black queen. Hell, I mean, I would take the queen any day like this. Unless I'm missing something. On the other hand, queen f4 also is very likable because targets f7 twice with the rook and the queen itself. Thus, if king retreats, we're going to have a devastating check right here. Maybe with the rook, because I want to be sure the king will not be playing on h6. And if the rook takes, they go down, boom, check again, they coming, boom, whoop. Could be, though. Anyway, queen f4 looks like the most aggressive take here for white available to play, right? So I hope, my chess friends, that this is the correct, that's the correct approach here. Queen f4. Queen f4, queen f4, queen f4, right? There's something stronger. Well, I don't think so. Well, I hope it's not. Oh man, that falls into the trap we've just discussed, my chess friends. We got to check here, man. We've got to check and a fork. Painful. Black should be resigning after rook d6. Game over. Okay. The puzzle number 38. My chess friends, puzzle number 38. I love this bishop and I love the queen and I love the fact they will be meeting one another on h6, supporting one another and assassinating the king, because that's it. So looks like we gotta move this guy away. Now the question is, where the heck do I get a knight? I might be tempted to say I love taking stuff from my opponent, but when I take the bishop with the knight, clearing the way for the queen, there is another funky stuff here, namely knight f5. What does knight f5 do? Knight f5, well, stops the queen to playing on h6, so thwarting your plans to checkmate. On the other hand, if I play knight over to e4, hold on a second. Yeah, I think I like it, because even if rook takes on f8, we've got a deadly threat here. So instead of getting greedy, let's create two threats. So guys, this is a beautiful, superb puzzle because it addresses two threats that so you can create two threats at the same time. You can play knight to e4. First and major threat would be queen to h6, checkmate. And in the case your opponent takes, removes the bishop, then you're going to have knight f6. And bloody hell, I mean, checking the king, taking the queen, then attacking the rook. I think this is just brilliant. So, guys, I reckon this is it, man. It's knight e4. I think I'm correct. Okay, that would be. I think that would be it, right? Knight e4. I mean, I don't want to screw up now because I'm only 10 puzzles away from from surpassing myself, and actually maybe I'm going to manage to go beyond. So that's why I think I want to make sure I don't screw up now because I'm very close to. I'm very close, you say so. Threatening knight f6, and most and foremost the queen h6 checkmate, right? Yeah, this is it. Is there something stronger? Do I have a checkmate? And I'm no, 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 no. That's it. I'm happy I wasn't excessively greedy by taking the bishop because that doesn't win a damn thing. So, all right. Okay, what do I do here? Well, I've got a problem with this checkmate coming. So I got to hit them before they hit me. So how do I achieve that? By checking my opponent's king. You don't attack them, they're going to attack you. So you got to do it. That's how it works. Now, there are two ways. There are two ways, I guess. Well, it might be more, and I'm not seeing it or something. So what I notice here is that if I were to move this guy here, would definitely stop the checkmate. That's true. On the other hand, dude, I'm going to get checked by that bishop. So that's a bit painful. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, if I play queen g3, let's just say, and if bishop takes and checks, how the heck am I responding to this? What, giving them the rook? That's a disaster. It can't be this, man. Can I check the king? I cannot. This guy can't check because it's on the dark squares. The queen can't check. I can't check the king. The rooks can't do nothing. So I guess it's a little bit of a dancing here with the bishop and the queen. I need to make sure I'm blocking the check from the bishop, the incoming check. So probably queen g3. Probably queen g3, which attacks the black queen, and it's a good stuff, stopping the check and things, stopping the checkmate. Queen to g3. No, but that's not good enough. We got this. No, it's got to be then bishop g3. And when they check, yeah, I know. Okay, it's unpleasant. I got to say, it is unpleasant. Oh, Christ, it is unpleasant. That's the most unpleasant puzzle I've solved today. If I solve it, I may not, but maybe I will. Let's retain our optimism. Maybe I will. Bishop g3, bishop c5 check. That's a heck of a check here, guys. Bishop to f2 blocking. And then the guys might be taking maybe with the queen here, threatening a checkmate on h1. Oh my days. And How the heck do I white to move? Dude, I'm not gonna move it. I'm not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing it yet. So I'm not fully confident of this. I'm not seeing it. Now, if I take with the queen and bishop checks, right? I might be just playing. It is painful. Okay, it is painful. Rook f2. It's just painful. I hate it, but what can I do? Then if bishop takes, I will take with the king. And I'm still having a rook up, so to speak. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but whichever way I'm looking at it, it's just I'm not very pleased. I'm not very pleased. So, well, I think probably that should be the thing, guys. Um, Queen takes, bishop c5, rook f2, bishop takes rook, and king takes bishop. Not ideal, but I think I should be able to win the position further down the road. Right? Uh, I mean, other than that, we had this bishop takes, bishop c5, bishop f2, and then the painful queen takes f3, threatening a freaking checkmate. And this is just not good. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's it. That's puzzle 39. I would love to be incorrect here. I can't see any other checks, for Christ's sake. There's no other checks here. I can't find any checks. I I have to defend accurately. So sometimes after you gain some advantage, some material advantage, you got to be very accurate in your defense. And if you manage to pass that threshold, to pass that moment, then you're going to launch your counter strike and you're going to finish them off. So, but you got to play very accurately now. So I reckon Queen G3, it's the most aggressive, and Rook F2, and that's it. It's okay. Right, we were right. I mean, pardon me, guys. The king can't go freaking nowhere, and the only piece to block with reasonable is the rook. You do this, you're screwed. You do this, you're screwed. It's got to be it. Now we just simply take with the bishop back, and that's it. I think. I don't know how many minutes it took me. It felt like an eternity. It felt like an eternity, But I mean, you gotta be sure of it. You gotta be. All right. Okie dokie. Let's moving now. Next one. Oh, I think okay. That's fairly simple, I guess, my chess friends, because we've got a queen sacrifice onto h7. The other king takes, and then we might be able to just play this, and that would be it. So we got a checkmate in two. There is no delay. They can't do nothing. Quite straightforward. Now, of course, apart from the talk, I mean, I kind of like spent like 1 hour and 20 minutes to be solving 40 puzzle, but I've discussed a lot, and I hope that's useful for my younger friends that might be visiting this stream every now and then. So queen takes again, queen sacrifice, king takes, rook plays h3, and that should be it. And well, okay, we're gonna just play by the very end, And that would be the checkmate, the desired checkmate right here, my friends. Right, we got another one. Not overly complicated though. I think it should be quite straightforward. I wonder if Queen F8 check would be it, because the black king can only play on C6. They can't block with anything, and then Queen nicely coming on to C5, finishing off the job here. That's it. Anything stronger? I don't think so. It just unnecessarily complicates it, and it's risky business. So Queen F8, you got to be clean in the execution. You got to be really clean. So Queen to F8, King C6, Queen C5. It can't be quicker than that, right? 42. Come on, guys. If I'm able to pull seven more puzzles, I should be able to go beyond my personal record of 48 already. So yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, that's beautiful because that looks like another rook sacrifice. So we've got a check here on h1. Forces white king to capture. Queen launches on h4. Very deadly attack. King needs to go back on g1. And then I reckon we're taking with the... What's this thing here? Let me turn it off. And then we take with the queen on f2. The white king goes... Let's just assume they be going here. It's not over yet. Okay, let me just think. What if we do... Oh, so definitely starts with this. I would say definitely, most definitely starts with this. Then we got this. Then they go back. Then might I take with this guy? Well, they'd be going here. No, I can't screw this up. No, that. I either do it nicely or I don't do it at all. Well, if they go here, I'm going to take the rook with check. And if they go on h2... Oh, no, if they go on h2, I'm going to go with the queen back. And game over, because we already got this beautiful diagonal being accessible by our bishop. So this is it. This is it, guys. We got this one. I think, if I'm correct, we are able to go to 43. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That was it. Nice one. Puzzle number 43. Bloody hell, I thought it's already 43. Oh, man. And they're not getting easier. They're not getting easier, are they? Okay. My resources here are queen and rook. How do I attack the king? That would be a safe check. If queen blocks, sorry guys. I'm going back. No. Wait a minute. Wait. Something's fishy here. Something doesn't add up. Wait a minute. Check again, f1. Queen. Well, they could block with a knight. Honestly, they could block it with the knight as well. If I manage to take a queen and a knight and keeping a rook, that should be winning. So again, one, we got to take them. Jesus, we got to take them one by one. 9 blocks, and then what? I don't like it. I just don't like it. If they block with the queen, though, I'm gonna take the queen. No, that's a disaster. No, that's a disaster. Okay, it's something to do probably with queen f1. I mean, I got to move the queen anyway. I don't want to trade them now. Well, rook versus 2 knights is it's one of the most painful things in chess is playing with the rook versus 2 knights. Jeez, I mean that's a nightmare of an ending. It's just a nightmare. So you got to be very careful about this one. If I manage to trade black queen for a queen and a knight. That would be a success indeed. Right. So let me just take it again. I, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take them one by one. One, nine blocks. Mm, freaking nine blocks. Well, okay, then probably I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff. I guess. I mean, where else can I go? I would love to get the queen somewhere on the sixth rank or something. Seven, but how do I get there? I don't know. Wait a minute. That's something that doesn't. Okay, wait a minute. Why am I staying at distance with the queen? There is another check here. Jeez, I mean, how did I miss this? There is another check here. There is queen to d3. Bloody hell, that's queen to d3. And I'm attacking the nine, not just checking the king. I'm attacking this guy. Now, if they block with the queen, I need a backup plan. Do I go back? But what's the progress then? I mean, that one looks a bit more promising. I mean, because you're attacking a bit more pieces. So queen d3 actually attacks a knight, not just checks the king. But then, what the heck do I do after queen blocks, for instance? Takes, and they take with what? With the knight. There you go. They take with the knight. There you go. And good luck. Good luck having a rook versus two knights in the end. My sincere condolences. I mean, it's going to be incredibly painful. I don't want to have that kind of ending. So it's got to be another way around this or through this. Bang. If queen were to block, should I take the knight? Yes, because it's check. And if the king takes, I'm going to collect the white queen for free, for Christ's sake. Queen d3, queen blocks, rook takes. If king moves further away from the queen, I'm going to take the queen for free. Thank you very much. If after queen d3 they block with the knight, I'm taking the white knight on d4 for free. So my chess friends, looks like queen d3 is the beginning of the end for white here in this position, if I'm correct, guys. Let's do this. And if I'm wrong, that's it. I mean, I couldn't have thought of anything else. Okay, I'm happy I didn't screw up completely here. So now next, we either have this or this. Looks to me, we want to take with the queen because we want to defend the pawn. After we take with the queen check, where do they go? They probably, I mean, that's the only square, right? Well, it could be this guy here as well. So if I play this, I'm checking the king, but also I'm attacking the knight. And we've just established that if I manage to trade the black queen for a queen and knight, or for a knight and queen, if you want to look at it, uh, it's game over and black's going to win. So the only way now to increase the attack and the efficiency is queen a6. If I take with the rook, though, they're going to be taking this guy with the king. And I got to be very honest, it's going to be very painful to play. Yeah, it's difficult, man. You're not going to make any, you're not going to elicit any favorable trade here. So you got to go with the queen. Okay. Is there something stronger than taking the knight? I can't find any other checks. I can't play nothing. I think we should be taking. Queen takes, rook takes, king takes, queen takes, and you know, rook versus knight is sort of winning. Then you're going to get your rook nicely over to the a3. You're going to be undermining that pawn structure, taking, and this is it. Check and takes. What's this nonsense? Taking the pawn, dude. Taking the pawn, right? Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. I'm taking the pawn. That's it. 44, guys. 44. Come on. I'm doing 4 more. I'm going beyond my personal record. That's That would be good. Oh man, I need more coffee then. Okay, cool. Right. Why to play here? Oh man, and they're getting harder and harder and more difficult and more challenging as we solving them. Guys, what's your personal record? Let me know. Let me know how many did you solve in the survival. Uh okay, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. How do I play this? What's this? Do I move the knight? Do I move the queen? Do I move the freaking rook? What do I play here? Huh? Okay. If I do this kind of thing, the guy's gonna have a discovered check and my queen is kaput. My queen is gone. Gee, we can't allow that to happen. Dude, what do I do? I mean, I sort of have to move the queen, right? Do I have to move the queen on e3? Thus facilitating a possible potential moving knight somewhere, God knows where, and then attacking this guy like twice? I mean, maybe. Is there something stronger? I don't know. I don't know yet. So, again, how the hell do I do this? Also, to be considered, apart from queen e3, looks like I need to consider queen g5. Though that's another take here, queen to g5. Queen to g5, it's a bit more aggressive, looks to me, because I'm still targeting the bishop here after I'll be playing the knight in the future, so to speak. And I'm removing my queen from this deadly diagonal in case black wants to play a check. So that might be, I guess. And also queen to g5 might be allowing my knight in the future to playing here. No, that's not going to be happening. This is nonsense. So what am I doing here? Queen g5 or queen e3? I don't know yet. I'm still yet to decide. I'm still yet to decide here. I'm not sure. How do I solve this thing, guys? So is it queen e3 or queen g5, or there's something stronger here to play? I mean, do I attack the king somehow? Is there any check that I'm not seeing? Is there any fork? Is there any other things that I might be attacking? Um, doesn't look like. I think I just have to decide upon these, in between these two options, either queen e3 or queen to g5. Now, which one's going to be? I don't know. Queen g5. Is there any crazy tactic I'm not seeing? I mean, I didn't even consider knight f2. Rook might take, queen takes, check, and if I take, I'm losing the queen, right? Disaster. So queen g5, but okay, that's not forcing in any. That's not forcing anything. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a repositioning of the queen. I get that. It's okay. I'm repositioning the queen and potential double attack on the bishop. After knight goes God knows where. I don't know where. When and why. I don't know. Black has some options, I suspect. They might be playing this, and I don't like it very, very much. I don't. Now, if this were to happen, I could do queen h6 in order to do some knight g5 things. But if rook then goes over to h5, well, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know. This rook and queen is gone. Ugh, gee. Dude, queen is gone, but oh my god, that's not gonna be okay. Right, puzzle number 44. I wonder if they get a bit easier, perhaps after this one. I wonder if they get easier because I want to go past 48, my personal record. So I want to surpass my own self, if I may say that. But I don't know. I don't know. What the heck do I do here? Jesus. Might be taking more. I might need more coffee. Huh? What about this? That's another one. These are different ideas. Queen e3, queen d3, queen g. Okay, candidate moves. Let's just spill them out now. One, two, queen g5, queen e3, queen d3. That is if queen is to play. If there is another piece to play, then queen to d3 would have the advantage in principle of kind of maneuvering the queen around here and getting it either c4 or b5. I mean, I would love to get my queen over to e8 in principle. Now, how the heck do I get the queen on e8? And I still need to sort out the rook f1 check with a discovered attack on the queen, that is. So, you see, probably queen d3 because that definitely stops it in its tracks and allows all sorts of things. Now, g5 is also considerable. This go this. We said this. Oh man, this is a mess. Then where do I go? Here, checkmate. Bloody hell, what an odyssey, eh? One, two, three. Checkmate in three, eh? If it's to going like this. Because if you do queen g5 and they do something else, it's not going to work out. You got to readjust your own plan. You got to make adjustments. You got to make amendments to the plan. It's not working then. So is it okay? You could let me know, guys, at any time if you think I'm wrong, or if you think you've seen it, if you got a revelation of seeing the correct combination, the right combination, let me know. So I think queen g5, queen g5. I might be wrong. Now I could be wrong because there are at least two other moves, and I haven't exhausted all the possibilities that pertain to those ones, respectively. There could be anything else. I don't know if that's I mean, looks like the strongest. I guess I can't see anything more stronger than that. I can't see any form of attacking that's superior. I can't see it. I mean, this one also promising in itself. But this one also based on the fact that if they play this kind of things, I might be able to. Okay, so yeah, maybe. Right, guys, I'm gonna play Queen G5. I'm sorry, I don't see anything more meaningful than this. I might be wrong. I have tried. I'm sorry. I don't know. I suspect the AI will illuminate, will enlighten the darkness in our minds. So, oh, freaking hell. Okay, so that one was screwed up completely. But that wasn't a very straightforward. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know how to cope with that freaking puzzle. Okay, we got two more strikes, guys. Two more strikes here. Right now, that should be easy. I hope it's getting a bit. I mean, if it allows me to go beyond 48, I'd be slightly happy. So, is this crazy enough? King takes, rook plays, then they gonna go in a corner. Have I got any other stuff? Yes, I do have this, and checkmate. One forcing move, by the way. King's gonna take, rook's gonna check. I don't think they come up in a field, right? And even if they could, we still got a queen here, and then they're gonna play this. Then yeah, checkmate here. So rook g2, king takes rook g8, king goes in a corner, queen f3, game over. Rook g2, king g2, rook g8, king h3, queen f3, king h4, queen g4, checkmate. So I hope I'm freaking getting this one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Don't do this to me now. You see, the computer didn't play what I wanted them to play. I didn't want them to do that. I totally didn't want them to do that. What do I do here? I will be like, what? Well, I could in principle do queen f3. I could also do, no, I think queen f3, right? Well, I could double up the rooks. Oh, bloody hell. Queen f3? I thought it's done, this puzzle. Queen f3. Threatening things. Okay. Uh should I take? If the king takes, do we apply the same thing? Of course we do. Of course we do, right? But I'm taking a bishop. Guys, this is crazy. Okay, so probably now I leave it as it is and I'm just grabbing stuff from them. We have to. Because now I'm gonna get the other pieces. If pawn takes and king captures, again, I think the same applies. But I mean that's the opportunity because you can't do nothing. And if I do queen f3, is it that bad? Queen f3? Can they attack the queen if I do queen f3? They kind of can with this. And then I think I'm screwed up Then it's bad, man. We got this. Double check. King's got to take, and then we got the other rook. Right? And that's it. So it's very painful. I guess queen f3. If that's wrong, I'm done. I'm not going to be able to go to 48 or beyond. So queen f3. And if queen e3, rook g8, double check, king takes, the other rook g8, and game over. If there is any other way to attack the queen, I'm done. Is there? I don't think so. So queen f3, guys. If you have another idea, you could communicate it, but I think that should be it. Queen f3. Oh, I'm relieved. And I have anticipated. it. Okay. Cool stuff. 45. Come on, man. I can do three more. Well, I don't want to do three more. I want to do four more to go to 49. If I go to 50, for the better. Now, what's this craziness? Because that looks quite nice. What do they play after this? They block with the rook, right? And then I'm having this. And then they what? They go to F1. They might go to F1. And then I'm just going to play queen over to D1. And that's it. One. Again, check. They block checkmate. They go to F1. I'm going to play queen to D1. And that's it. Checkmate. Check and mate here. 46. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. We can definitely do that. Right, dudes, after this session long puzzle, we're going to be taking a break then. Right, how do I... Okay, I want to see if I can go beyond my 48 personal record. So rook now is going to take, right? Is there something stronger than this? I don't have a queen. Where is the queen? Dude, I got to win or I'm done. Check. Moves. Check again. Double check, that is. So they must take with the king. Therefore, the other rook will be playing. And then queen blocks, and then I'll take the queen, and that's it. Checkmate. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Checkmate in 4. Jesus, man. I'm doing two more, and I have went beyond my personal record. That is doing online puzzles. I know I talked a lot, but I hope that helps some of my younger friends that might be revisiting the stream every now and then. Okay. I really don't want to screw up. I really don't want to. So let me think. We do have a check though. And not just a check, we're also targeting the e7 pawn twice. So whatever they play, we might be able to do another check. Now, after knight e5, the king might be traveling. For instance, here. The good stuff is we also have the pawn. And frankly, that would be the end of it. Check. Right, now we do have rook captures e7, and that will not quite ending because the bishop. But good stuff about it is that we got a pawn. So I'm not going to play the pawn now. I'm going to play the check first. Let me see. I really don't want to screw up. If I do this, that's very, 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 very forcing move. Dude, they could block with this guy as well. And when I play the check, they go with the king here. Ain't that painful? So, in the lights of the last analysis, it might be that actually f4 is the correct approach because f4 checks the king and they've got to move king e6. They don't have any other option. And when they move the king on e6, then we're going to take rook e7 and checkmate. Whereas if I take with rook on e7, I'm going to cry because black's going to block with either with the knight. And then that's it. So this must be it. And this is the right one. Now, I've just gotten 48. If I do one more puzzle, I would go beyond my personal record, which would be amazing. Okay. Right. Let's see if I can surpass my own mind. I got one mistake with the puzzle rated 2373. Bloody hell. I could take en passant because my opponent just played f7 to f5. I could take en passant, thus clearing the way for the bishop and perhaps allowing my queen. Do I get checkmated? No. So that might be the case. On the other hand, en passant probably it's promising, but freaking pawn takes on h6, I guess that's also super dangerous for my opponent, right? Guys, which one is the real aggressive one here? Pawn takes. Let me see. What does my opponent do? Well, they could do many things, man. They could do many things. They could do this. Let's put it this way. They will be doing this. Okay. Then I got to play something very seriously. Uh, Gee, man, I've got to push forwards. Then they're going to go in a corner. Then, how do I break through, for Christ's sake? Guys, this is critical, man. I might be I might be having to take Ampas. Wait a second, I could take Ampasan with either pawn, with either this guy or this guy. So I've got three ideas, guys. This, or this. Now, I'm tempted to say G takes on F6, Ampasan, thus clearing also, opening up the rook's diagonal, very important, and threatening rook G7 and Queen H6. Checkmate. It's got to be this, man. And also opening up the bishop. Yes, 49. So, guys, I got to tell you officially, I've never gotten so far. So, for this, I'm going to make myself another cup of coffee. I've never gotten so far in the puzzle survival. So, that's my personal take record here. Okay. Uh, that looks like a freaking very nice check here to play. My opponent will be doing probably, well, the engine will be playing King H6, and could be many other stuff here. I don't know what the heck do I do afterwards. Okay, okay, let's pull a few more puzzles now because we got ourselves into this. Why the hell not? I could be removing this guy. Huh? Well, I got this one. King goes, right? Then I could perhaps take the bishop because how they take. Oh man, there's still this guy. That's annoying. Should I take it now? No, I don't think so. So after Queen F7 and King over to H6, what do I do? Queen F7, King H6. um, um, Queen F7, King H6. Dude, why does it take an eternity? I'm really not that fast. Am I? Queen F7, King H. Dude, what if it's something else? What if it's this? And then they're gonna play this. It could be in principle, perhaps. I don't know. And then I gotta be very careful because they might be having this anytime. Then I might be taking, and even if they play, I've got. Yeah, all right. You know. Wait a minute. What about just check rook g3? That's kind of strong. And if they block with the I mean, if they take with the knight not blocking, I could be playing this, and then they go back again, aren't they? Yeah, but then I've got a bishop. So rook g3, knight takes, queen f7, king h6, bishop e3. Game over, right? Yes. Bishop, queen f7, queen f7. Wait, wait, wait. I don't want to mess up now. That checkmate, right? Bang, bang. Okay, I've gotten a bit tired, I gotta say. I gotta go for another very quick light coffee, guys, because I'm getting a bit tired now after 49 puzzles. So, check on F7. And yeah, wow, 50. I mean, for me, obviously, for a Super GM, this is crap. For a Super GMD, it would be incredibly doable. So yeah, you know. So guys, I'm gonna go pour myself just another very super quick tea or something. I'm gonna go back because I want to see how many I can do. And because of Friday and stuff, I think I'm gonna just keep doing and until my luck runs out. If luck is to be associated with chess. So let me go pour myself some beverage here, and don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back. I'll be back now with continuing this kind of thing. So just bear with me a sec, guys. Okay, 2 seconds. We'll be back. I'm streaming, guys. All right, here we are. Let me draw the curtains. We don't need them. In a minute. All right, guys, I've returned with 2 cups of coffee now. So, where are we? Uh, let's finish one, and then we'll continue with the other one. Okay, 50 puzzles so far. I made one single mistake. So, yeah, okay. One single mistake. So let's just continue and see if I can pull a couple more, and then we'll be pausing it, guys. Hope you enjoy your Friday and your coffees. Mhm. Cool. Black to play here. Black to play. Picture and picture. Okay, fine. What do I do with the black? Well, I've got double check again. I love double checks. I absolutely love double checks. Yeah. What's not to love about a double check? Yeah. We all love double checks. Yeah. Well, that one looks very promising because it takes this square, this, and we've got this. And after knight f3, double check, king only plays on h3, and then rook over to h1. Is it? Yeah. And that's checkmate, right, guys? Or I am hallucinating again. So bang, boom, bang, and sort of like done. Oh no. And that was an easy one. That was an easy doable one. Oh, horror. How could I have done that? How could I have done that? No way. Ah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the coffee's for nothing. Ah, gee, that's a little bit annoying. Right, so now I guess if I am to do this and this, that should be enough. Queen h6, queen g7 should be just enough, right? Now I might be getting checked with the knight, to which I'm totally willing to do this kind of things. Not quite over yet, because then they will be playing this. Then I gotta be still moving carefully in my defenses here. I'm even inclined to say after queen h6 and knight e4, maybe I shouldn't even take it with the rook. Maybe I should be playing something not traditionally preferred, perhaps what like this. Saying, I mean, maybe. I mean, the problem is not queen h6 and queen g7. I don't think that's a problem. The problem in this very puzzle now is what do you do after knight e4? Because all sorts of checks might be coming on the upon your king. So how do you defend after? Or is it, I might say, this kind of thing? No, because that just allows black to play all sorts of. So you got to force them now with queen h6. Okay, so that was the easy part. Exactly as I told you guys. Queen h6 for queen g7, that's the easy part to play. That's not a problem. The problem is, how do you defend this one now accurately? I might even consider king to h4. I mean, I don't want to get checked. Can I get any other checks after king h4? No, I don't think so. I think that, well, yes, I can. Like for instance, this guy. Jesus, of course I can. I'll get checked like this. Then what do? I take? Yes, of course I take. And yeah, that would be it, right? So now I'm taking the pawn. Any other checks? No, I don't think so. Come on, man, you're kidding me, man. You can't do this. You can't do this to me. So I'll take this guy. Then there you go. I got another check here. That's just how the heck do I do? Well, I got to take with the pawn. Which one's gonna be and why? If I do this, then they're gonna be playing. I mean, it's very very likely that's what's gonna happen. If I take the with the other pawn, I might be having in principle, I feel there might be a big difference in between taking with either E or G pawn over to F6. There might be a difference. There might be a difference here. I fail to see it now clearly. It's something with retreating the king, I reckon. So take with this guy to moving my king after queen c4, checking. I'm going to play king g5. They really hunting me down seriously, but if I can escape somewhere, I guess that might be it. Because if I take with this guy after queen c4, we've got a problem. Well, not an instant. Okay, this is. Which one's gonna be? I sort of like this one too. No, but then they're gonna play this. I gotta get the king here, guys. I gotta take with g5 to f6 because after queen c4, I'm gonna play king g5, and I'm not getting any more reasonable checks. Whereas if I take with e, I'm gonna play on h5, and then they're gonna check me with the bishop. I am in deep trouble. Woof. Not impossible to see, but you really have to ponder over. Not very, very impossible to see it. But yeah, that's just something here. Okay, black to play. That's the puzzles days for me, eh? Right, what do I do? let's trade everything we can, like namely this takes, and then go for queen. I mean, what else? Now, which one's gonna go forwards first? That this guy is the closest. Can they stop? They might have. Okay, should I go with B then? B. No, this guy is the closest. They're gonna play either this or that. And then I'm gonna push the other pawn. Then I'm gonna push the other pawn, right? Okay, so far so good. I don't know which one's gonna be though. Is there anything else like this? Why am I delaying it? I'm already in trouble. I gotta advance those guys or I'm just done. So it's gotta be C2, right? C2, and if knight E2 or knight D3, I'm gonna go B3 then. That's the only way to hope for something. Then I'm gonna. Oh, for Christ's sake. All right, 51, my personal record, guys. 51 puzzles. Probably I could have solved. I'm not gonna go back because it's gonna take me forever. I'm gonna do them in my privacy now. It's gonna take me forever to look at this. So I don't want to keep you long for right. So okay, guys, I really do appreciate to those of you that have been witnessing this attempts of mine to solving the puzzles. Thank you for visiting. Thanks for revisiting. And tomorrow's Saturday. I think before afternoon, probably I might be going with some rapids though. So I won't be doing puzzles, but I will be playing some rapid games. If you want to befriend me on chess.com, just let me know your username, and I'll be issuing challenges, guys, so we can play some friendly training games together, my chess friends. Thanks very much. Again, thanks for being here, guys, and I shall see you tomorrow and Sunday, I guess, and next week, and we'll try and stream like this. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful Friday, guys. Enjoy the coffees, enjoys your chess, your puzzles, and your rapids, and that's it. See